We need to work on it on an intro. Maybe I'll do a hi guys. My name is Mathepo. Welcome to my space. This is where you talk about entertainment, arts, pop culture, and what else? TV. Because that's what I do a lot. I watch a lot of TV. This episode, I'm not struggling, but I was so convinced that I was going to fire here, like in here. Yo, English, but it's fine. I was gonna come in here like guns blazing to talk about, Uthando Nesthembu. Remember, I told you guys that I watched that thing. So I watched the episode, last night's episode. It aired on the 11th of November. So whenever you're watching this, just know that the episode that I'm referring to is the episode that aired on the 11th of November. And here's the thing that I don't like about that show is that at the beginning, they tug at your heartstrings. Like that very soft moment with Mseliku. I actually feel like he's gotten softer over the years. When did we meet this family anyway? I think this is probably their 4th season or 5th. I can't remember. But anyway, I enjoyed that, we could see him on the softer side of things when he's just not being soft with the kids who are, not wayward and all of that. I enjoyed that. Guys, get a little breath in. So it's very difficult to speak and make sure that... Anyway, I really enjoyed that moment with Mseliku. He really has, become a lot more softer, which is what I enjoy. I think the introduction of like a polygamous family to us as a nation, we had a lot of opinions, myself included. I had a lot of nonsense to say. I almost said the other swear word. I swear a lot. Not really, but I do swear sometimes. And I would like to know if this is a safe space to do so. I'm not going to do it now, but like if you watch this, you can comment and, give me permission to swear. Anyway, I enjoyed a softer side of Mseliku, and I feel like we're seeing a bit of that more this season. He gives off a very pragmatic, sense. He feels like he's that strict dad who will tell you what to do and what not to do. But I also feel like when it comes to the boys, he's very lenient, patriarchy. He's much softer. I mean, I was shocked. I was so shocked to find out that Mayeni's firstborn, that little boy who was 16 the other day, has a girlfriend and a child. And he confidently says, because now in this episode, he's going to go Barwilo Jima. I don't understand why Barwilo Jima. I think it's for trials, for soccer. And he's like, oh no, Honali, my baby mama and a girlfriend. Bro, aren't you 15? But anyway, that's fine. He's Zulu and from a polygamous family. And no, I don't, like, I just mean that it seems I just feel like he's in the same space to do those things because it just feels like he's being encouraged. Because Mseliku, while talking to his ancestors, oh my god, guys, I really, really meant that. I have Zulu friends too. Some of my friends are Zulu. Disclaimer. So, what I mean by that, and let's not get distracted by what I said. What I mean by that, it just seems to be encouraged, to be, with the girls, be a ladies' man. Because no one is, saying don't do that. But anyway, I enjoyed this episode only until the 19th minute, because it was very, lighthearted and very soft and very emotional with Macele's mom's funeral, them watching the funeral as a family, the video together. It was very heartwarming. And then came the last 5 minutes when Mseleku set down the first wife to say that he wants a fifth wife. It'll be an interesting dynamic to watch. I mean, I personally have had a lot of opinions on the patriarchal setup of polygamy and if it really is beneficial to women and whatever else. But I feel like those conversations are exhausted because at the end of the day, the women in those marriages choose to be there, right? And we can critique the show while giving them the respect and the autonomy they deserve, because like they're not children, so we can't pull apart, you know, them being in a polygamous marriage in that sense. And I feel like that's something that maybe we also have grown to do, because over time, I mean, in the beginning, there were a lot of conversations about, you know, how, like, why would you want to be married to a man who is marrying other women and probably seeing many other women as well, you know, girlfriends, and then there's, you know, the dynamic of that entire family. There's a lot of children in that family, and just also there just seems to be, I mean, this entire season he's been crying unity. And I mean, they're a family unit, you know, there's 4 people married to one man, 4 women rather, married to one man. So, you know, it adds to the dynamic. What I feel is going to irritate me going forward, though, is that the issue of Khumalo not being able to have children will again be in the spotlight. And I feel like she had gained reprieve or gotten reprieve from that thing, and we were also, I think, as viewers, quite supportive of her and understood that, you know, she's a wife and you know, it's just that she can't have children. But I feel like once again it'll be brought into the spotlight, and I'm not looking forward to that, because I just feel like the way in which we discuss childbearing in society is it's disrespectful, it's not tasteful, it's very man-centered, in the sense that we prioritize the fact that, you know, how does the rest of the family feel when you're married and you don't have children? How does your husband feel? You know, as opposed to feeling like, guys, I have a director of photography who also doubles as a boom swinger. I glanced. Do you know what they did? They pointed that I should probably fix myself. So, if Mokaba in this thing, I'm sorry, I've gained weight. Summer, this is the body you're getting. Anyway, I feel, talking about women being in the spotlight, I feel like Makumalo's childlessness will be in, and I hope that I'm not misspeaking, because I would hate to be offensive, especially with such a matter. But I feel like generally I don't want her to be in the spotlight, but also I feel quite personally touched that Mseleku would then go and look for a wife or a girlfriend within the Khumalo family. It almost seems like he does this with very little regard for her. I mean, you're married into a family and you're the only one who, you know, is unable to bear children. Everybody else has children, and you know, the conversations around kids with you, everyone just tiptoes around them, you know, and I struggle with that. I feel like there's room to just enjoy Makumalo as a stunning and stylish woman that she is, and wife to Mseleku. But generally, I really did enjoy that show. I mean, that episode. Sorry, not that show. I really did enjoy that episode. I hope that we see more of Mseleku being lighter. I'm not looking forward to the 5th wife though, because I just feel like within the dynamic that exists, and I'm critiquing this as just a viewer who's, you know, been privy to what they've shown us. I don't think that a 5th person will work and that's just me. I feel, if anything, it'll be incredibly entertaining. I mean, there's a fifth person. Are they younger? Are they hot? You know, if they are really from the Kumalo clan, is it Makumalo's sister, cousin? You know, are they related, or is it just a surname issue? And also, how long has this person been with Mseleku? Like, you know, stuff like that. I can't wait to find that out. One person who's becoming a favorite in this season is the last born wife. Love her. I think over time she sort of found a voice to disagree with Mseleku, and she does it with such tact and class and last born behavior, because last born children generally tend to be problematic. I speak that as an expert on children. I am a firstborn child, and I'm an expert because I deputy parent quite a lot. And in my expert opinion, last-born children are problematic. And Mangwabe is incredibly problematic, but in the most entertaining way. Like, I love how she only ever gets sick when Mseleku's around. Like, Mseleku comes in, like, my girl's lying there and saying, yeah, mama. Not really, you know, unity is important, guys. I would love for them to be all united, you know, and great, and have a big, wonderful, happy family. My opinions on polygamy, I've grown enough to know that maybe I shouldn't have an opinion on it, because I'm generally uninterested in that structure of marriage. I feel like we should start focusing on the agency of women who do choose, you know, polygamy. Culturally, traditionally, I do feel like Zulu people have had the time and the opportunity to sort of preserve a lot of the cultures and traditions that they hold dear to them. So much so that polygamy to them, and maybe to people younger in their 20s, is not like, it's not a shock, you know, to the system. I'm Betty, I'm from Limpopo. I really, like, I don't know anyone who's married in a polygamous setup. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, guys, I really am enjoying Mangwabe. But also, what's taking me off is the sentiments that Mseleku is purporting. And maybe purport is not the right word. What time is it? It's 4:15 on a Friday. So I can run out of English. It's fine. Guys, Mseleku keeps saying that he wants a son. However, I'm going to need all the people who majored in life sciences, older people than myself, people born in the 80s, and older than that, we'll call it biology. That thing where it's not the woman determining the sex. And I feel like patriarchy is holding on for dear life to that thing, to say, oh no, you're only giving me, you know, girl children. Guys, what's wrong with girl children? Why don't you guys want to have daughters? We carry our family names pretty well. I speak for myself and other people who have carried their names so well. It's ticking me off, because I'm just like, Mseleku also purports, you know, progressiveness in the way that he speaks. And also, I don't know how progressive you can be while speaking to your wives like that. But also, that's a story for another day. There's that Nagwetu show. That show, all the seasons, it was nonsense. That show is nonsense. And I say this, that show is nonsense for a lot of reasons. I don't know why people are looking at me funny in this room. That show was nonsense for a lot of reasons. Number one, isn't the reason for polygamy, where it comes from, that we grow this family, that there is something missing in the family, and you feel like another wife, will add on to that thing that is missing in the family. For instance, even though it's nonsense, one husband mentioned that they feel that they have a city wife, so they would like for the other wife to go and live with the parents, back home. It makes sense, because you're saying, I trust you to go and take care of, my parents, and we're in a relationship already, so I can have conjugal visits, I guess, at home, when you take a break from the city wife. It makes sense. I'm not saying it's right or wrong or good or bad, and I feel like we tend to get stuck in that, but it makes sense. I feel like marriage as an institution needs to make sense, and because a lot of our imaginings or musings around marriage is very romantic and whatnot, but marriages also should be, I'm unmarried, this is not an expert opinion, by the way. Married people, I stand to be corrected. But I feel like marriage should also be practical. Like, it's a give and take, right? What are you bringing to my family? What am I taking to your family? How will people gain? How will you gain from me loving you? Vice versa, And maybe that is what marriage was in the beginning, in the African sense anyway. To just say it's it's an exchange of gifts and not only gifts, but you get what I mean. I digress. But the show in essence was nonsense, because I feel like it was an excuse for a lot of men to say, oh, by the way, I would just like to really cheat in peace. Because how on earth do you date someone, impregnate them, while you have a wife, go and marry the other person, and then you're not finished marrying this other person traditionally anyway? It's incredibly disrespectful. And I feel like a lot of these men maybe should be, the show will come back anyway. I'm sure the ratings, skyrocketed, and I'm sure there was a lot of content, especially with the last lady who even got a baby shower from the viewers, because we just felt like she's been through a lot, I'm sure the show will come back, but I feel like maybe a good thing to do is screen these people. It would be a nice feel-good story, because maybe also we do love stories and the drama, but we do love stories that are heartwarming. If it's I feel this is a thing that is missing in this marriage as an institution, not romantically, that I love you, you love me, and we can kiss and make babies. No, as an institution, what you're bringing maybe could be added on by having someone else. But I'm rambling. I didn't enjoy Mnakwethu. It actually hurt me. And someone was like, why do people keep watching these shows that just like rub them up the wrong way? And I was one of those people. And maybe I watched it because Mseleko is actually quite a likable person, and it's such a trap, because like he's a handsome man talking to South Africa, and maybe we're looking and we're watching, and some people hoping to be the fifth and the sixth and the seventh wife. I hope not, especially the young ones. Love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. Hopefully the next show here, guys, I have a show. Hopefully the next episode I will take you, because this is an all-encompassing channel where we express ourselves in all the myriad of ways we can express ourselves. Guys, this channel needs a budget. I'm going to hire a boom swinger. I'm going to hire a lights person, because talent is always ready, talent is here, but everyone else is not focused. Similar to wardrobe, look at never mind. So guys, I was saying that this channel, the channel will take you on different parts of myself and aspects and things that I find interesting. So the next time you watch, it might not be me reviewing like TV. I might be talking about a book. I might be talking about a drink. Would you guys like that? I would like to review drinks, please. You know, or even, oh my god, you know what we could do, guys? Now I have an idea. Send me cocktail suggestions, and I can just shoot content having cocktails, and we can, you know, have conversations, and I can tell you guys about twerking, for instance. But the random fact about twerking, which is what I wanted to tell you guys, is that twerking is in the knees. If you have bad knees, you're going to have bad twerking. I just realized I can't do it anymore because my knees are bad. So if you take anything away from this episode, is that exercise, you know, keep your knees in good shape or something. Bye guys, love you.